Hi, I'm Sam Nordberg. Welcome to 52 Books in 52 Weeks, and we're up to book 49, she says, checking her list, where I read Mindfulness by Life by Dr. Stephen Mackenzie. Now, I can't show you this one. I borrowed it off someone, read it on the bus trip from Shepparton to Melbourne, and then gave it back to them before I jumped on the plane because it wasn't my book. Realistically, it looks at what mindfulness is, how it's different from perhaps full-on meditation, how you can have focused mindfulness or formal mindfulness such as meditation, and informal mindfulness where you go through your day being mindful. And what it does do then is it's a very medical book, perhaps. It looks at the attributes of what that is and how that can help different situations. Each chapter then looks at a different area of life, and it looks at things from eating disorders to ADHD to depression to insomnia, and how mindfulness can help in each of those situations, and the things that you can do to help yourself and the things that really don't help at all. To be honest, I didn't find the book was particularly practical. It definitely came from a very strong medical viewpoint where it shared how medically these things might be applicable. It did, one thing I really liked is it showed an incredible amount of research. So rather than just make claims that mindfulness is good for this or good for that, as with all medical books, it showed you this is the study we read, this is the date the study was published, this is where you can get a hold of it. And it gave you a full list of references. So if it's something that you want to look more deeply into, and especially how Western society and Western medicine has researched it as opposed to just the Eastern cultures, then it's something that might interest you. For me, I had seen the title on the shelf, picked it up because I thought it would be an interesting read, and it probably wasn't quite what I was expecting. But it did make me think probably about how I approach some things in my day, and with it being the start of a new year and changing the way I run, especially my mornings, which tend to be sometimes a bit manic. I'm thinking about really putting some sort of structure, and not necessarily completely formalized meditation, but definitely a more formal mindfulness component into my mornings, really setting early alarms and trying to build some sort of good habits over the next year. So that's what I took from it. If mindfulness is your thing, I'd love to hear about other books because it's something I probably want to think about some more, but really haven't found a good book for me. So drop it in the comments down below for me. And as always, I will see you in the next video.